So how much should you actually spend to promote a live show? Is it $100? $500? More? If you're still guessing, you're not budgeting, you're gambling. Most artists think posting a flyer or a video on social media is enough. But if you're trying to sell out a show consistently, you need to treat it like a real business. There's a magic number on how much you should spend, and we'll get to that in just a second. Artists don't treat their shows like a business. And at the end of the day, if you're an artist that's trying to build a fan base and monetize their business, right, make revenue, you are a business and you need to treat it like a business. Most artists don't allocate any real marketing budget. They only do the free promo or heavily depend on the venues or promoters to do their marketing for them. And you cannot depend on the promoters, especially at the club level when you're first starting out playing 200 to 1,000 person clubs. You really can't depend on the promoters. And I can tell you from experience, even at a higher level, you still shouldn't depend on the promoters. You should dictate to the promoters on how you should be promoted. You should put in the reps learning how to properly promote your show. And then you give the venues and promoters guidelines. Here's how it's done. Here's how you should do it correctly. And they will come back, right? Depending on how you treat that, they will come back with egos telling you how you should market your show. However, there's going to be a reason why they want to work with you, just because you've done it successfully and the right way. So let's look at some budgeting guidelines. Based on the US Small Business Administration, the average small business spends about 7 to 8% of their revenue on marketing, but that's for established small businesses. Startups tend to spend anywhere from 20 to 50% of their projected revenue on marketing. And in HubSpot Academy, one of my favorite resources for marketing, they recommend up to 50% of your revenue should be spent on marketing. So artists are startups, right? And especially artists starting out, and you're a business to customer product or company, and you're building awareness and sales at the same time. So you got to make people aware that you exist. So let's look at an example. If you're playing a 200 capacity venue, ticket price is $10. That gives you a gross of $2,000. Let's say after paying the expenses, you make about half, right? There's openers and you pay the openers out, but you're headlining your show. You make about $1,000. That means out of that $1,000, right, 10% is at least $100 you should spend on marketing, up to $500. And you might think, but we're not going to make a lot of money. You are a startup, right? You're starting out as a business. You need to grow your business. Do you want to just make make just a little bit of money for the rest of your career, or you want to split $1,000 3 ways, 4 ways, plus pay percentages to an agent, manager, whoever? Or do you actually want to play in a bigger game where you're doing $5,000, $10,000, $20,000 a show? So treat it like a real business. As you're a startup, you should be spending anywhere from 20 to 50% of your potential revenue on marketing. That's a real marketing budget for a show. Just remember the key ingredient, right? At the end of the day, you need great music, you need to play it great live. In addition, you have to post consistent content. If you look at all the examples that we've shared on YouTube, check out the YouTube shorts. There's all kinds of examples that are posting every single day of the magic formula of what is working for artists, right? It's consistent content, it's having a great show, great music, authenticity. And then if you add paid marketing on top of that, you're on a path of a really great combination to build a powerful brand and to build a career where you do this as a living, right? The ultimate goal is to do this as a living, not just do it as a hobby. So follow the formula again of consistent content, great music, great live show, have a real marketing budget, be authentic, have a story, share that with your audience. So that's the formula. That's how it works. So the combination of doing this over and over again and learning how to run ads better, how to do things better, right? Make adjustments with each show, each experience. That is how you grow your business as an artist. So now how should you spend that $100 to $500 marketing budget? Now that will be a great topic for the next video. So subscribe to the channel, make sure you don't miss it. And also if you want to learn more and deep dive, do some real workshops, check out the Making It Academy on Patreon. Thanks for watching. Spread love, positivity, and kindness in the world. Peace, my friends.